the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
We are still live in the Savannah region. The Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, told ya all call the region. Said ye or share Toyase at the free Eastern region, at the bar Western, at the bar Western North, at the bar Bono, at the bar Bono East, at the Kochiremo ever Northeast, ya a nay. The Vice President in entourage, Savannah. I'm saying, ye declined the honti ye ebremo. Now, the Vice President and Yakwine Aqua Committee, the Overlord of Gonja, a Yakbon Wura, Ewo, Damango, video no Hanoma ye be a diachiramo, Kwanya, the humble one. His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Faso, prostrate ye, that form, a de utmost respect for tradition. Na odi chia yagbon wura na yagbon wura wiye ono so chia ne nsem e kan hira nsem de to na bra boso ye be di akira mo na afa ya akira mo kwan ya mabunu ya ewo Savannah region e faso e cross carpet easily from the NDC to the NPP ya mabunu ya state wo mo reasons in tie na ide na omo ye deep rooted in the NDC party but omo associate omo allegiance and love to His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the MPP. Ya say omo dijai mabuno tete track emu motorcycle so pp say djuma kura no mabuno so omo nkobi omo pese omo kire His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say omo nia so the numerous developmental projects the newly created Savannah region and Saka mabunu ni no so ye be koso afei so onya bre emiti the clergy and imams in the Savannah region also His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya bre share ni vision and where he wants to take this country to emra nei ye wo ade a ye frɛ no 21st century digitalization and industrialization and somebody to janso ye bebo e di akiremo na first of all yenko ne yenko hwe ahobrase sonko a Ghana man penyina be di akiri dan wadie ewo the overlord of the Gonja kingdom yagbonwura ahemfie yenko hwe ne yemra
Hello, thank
you. The Vice President Namuhu said what that form flat as tradition demands. They need deal no buo demand traditional rulers. Sapepe and our tea. Intinya one say baby obekubia no. Na nanu matram kunya. Di no ho dance na sia ye tifre na osaji for sia de yajima bedo no na do ma hene se the humility ya ekura the Vice President no ohunu bi ewo any African leader muda na omutumi ka bibi kra so machine bufu ba ni nyina hu no the Vice President kire ahobrase ya ekita no ntie no ene koda adi ewo yagbonwura ahemfie na ofiri won so wode na ni kire mu ewo Bole ekochi a am Bole na interestingly the Bole district is the hometown of the former president. Na mabu na wo ho no ade omo ye na enika keke. Mabu pa pick up trucks teteto aje it is possible t-shirt omo timoto so. Just say Vice President kan no kura nya baby mfamfa. E wo Bole the birth town of the former president. Na mabu ni kire mu a omo kura de omo switch camp friend NDC by MPP. Ache because developmental projects ya omahunu e was Savannah region enne omo access to potable drinking water MPP abanya the Damango water treatment plant and the Damango water supply project the over 60 million euro Damango water supply project MPP abanya omo kura factories mienu 2 factories omo kura watermelon factory omo kura rice factory one district, one factory. Omokra 4, one village, one dance. Here, nay dance serve as irrigational hub for Kuyafoɔ ya farming in the Savannah region. Omo kwan de yenka. Kwan yahodo several hundreds of kilometers of road. Yeah, they omo enjoy as a result of this MPP aban. Omo kwan de omo switch allegiance from the MPP, from the NDC sorry, eba MPP nyane. Etinya nwanwa say na ta dom no akere the vice president so sa. Yenko ne yenko hemra bass no ewura mu no said ye na omo finding it very difficult to enter into the town. And also in a etwagu kakra bi no. Now, say them say the vice president in the clergy and nsem kakra to money mabani vision. Chire nioma bibribi mu se de baby a okọ no oka. Na oka nsem bibribi enso edika ho. Ti yenko na yenko tie the voice of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ya na oni the clergy in the Savannah region edin komo.
I was elected as presidential candidate for the party in November of last year, 2023. And I have just begun my campaign tour. As my campaign chairman has told you, I've been to the Eastern region, Western North. I've been to Ahafo-Bono and Bono East, Northeast, and today I'm in Savannah. And I have one clear understanding, and that is that it is only God who selects leaders. It is not men. It's only God who selects leaders. The good Bible says that unless the Lord builds the house, they will labor in vain. No. Those that build it. And so that has always been a guiding principle. Because if you look at it, when I was contesting to become flag bearer and leader of the party, many people said it wasn't going to happen. It said the NPP has never chosen someone from the north to lead them. But I said, if it is the will of God, it will happen. It is possible. And we went for the election, and it is clearly the will of God. I was elected with the highest margin of any first-time candidate in the NPP. And the NPP, as you know, is not a predominantly Muslim party. It is a predominantly Christian party. But I stood and I was a Muslim and I was elected to become the leader. That tells you about the diversity within our party. And I believe the workings of God. Because God can use anybody to change a society. Anybody. His ways are not our ways. And in the Bible, you know of the story of Cyrus and how God used Cyrus to help the people of Israel. That is very there. Cyrus was even not a believer in God. He did not know God, but God still used him. A friend of mine who is a priest jokingly asked me, he said, "Can anything good come out of Wale Wale?" And I said, yes, if it is the will of God, something good can come out of Wale Wale. And so this is the nature of my story. I was born into a family, very good family, loving family. My father, at the time my father was marrying my mother was a Christian at the time. So she had to convert to marry my father. She was one of those who were sent to Wesley girls in those early days. And my father as a whole had 17 surviving children. We are 17. But what is interesting about our family, he wasn't joking, right? 17 children, a football team with reserves. He had 17 children, but one of the interesting things about us is that 9 of us are Christian and 8 of us are Muslim. The same family. The same family. And so as a boy, I was a member of the Methodist Boys Brigade. I was a strong member of the Methodist Boys Brigade in Sakasaka. And then today I am vice president and I am also a patron of the Methodist Boys Brigade of Ghana today. So we are a very blessed country. Our country, Ghana, I believe, is very blessed. And we are blessed largely because of the religious tolerance that we have amongst the religions in Ghana. It's very special. Most of the time, we take it for granted. But in fact, that type of tolerance and acceptance of each other is unique to us. It is, for me, the heart of the peace that we enjoy in Ghana. Ghana is the most peaceful country in West Africa and one of the most peaceful countries in Africa. You know, and I don't think it just came by coincidence. It came because God has blessed this country with a lot of tolerance, with a lot of religious tolerance. Recently, I went to the Vatican and I had audience with His Holiness the Pope. He's just a remarkable man, very, very intelligent, very brilliant. He knows quite a lot, and he knows about Ghana, interestingly, quite a bit. And he said that one of the things he likes about Ghana is the tolerance we have amongst different religions in Ghana. And I asked him to pray for the country, continue to pray so that we enhance this type of tolerance that we have in this country. So I am asking all of you also to continue to pray for this country as you do always, because we have a blessed country. I seek the leadership of this country, you know, because I believe I have the vision and I have the heart to do a lot of good for our people. Historically, I've not always had it easy as a person. I've been a by-day farmer when I was growing up before. I've been a taxi driver when I was trying to finance my education in London. I've been a cleaner, cleaning dormitories when I was in school in Canada. So I know about the suffering people have. I care about people. Today, I am a patron of the Lepers Aid of Ghana to help lepers. And that gives me a whole lot of joy. Recently, my good friend, Father Campbell, also asked me to be a patron for the Mother Teresa's Soup Kitchen in Accra, where we are going to help a lot of street children, which is the work that he has been doing. So I have got a passion to help people, to help the disadvantaged, to help the poor. And that is what all of you do normally every day as men and women of God. So I believe that putting me in that position as a leader of this country, I can do a lot of good for our people. As a vice president over the last 7 years, I can say that I have brought a lot of policies and initiatives to bear, which shows that if you give me the responsibility to continue as president, I can do even more. I have been able to champion the issuance of the Ghana card. I've championed the digital address system that we have in Ghana now, that really has helped us to be able to identify every location and every property in Ghana. The Ghana card now, I've been able to champion it such that if they give birth to a child in a hospital today, and you take that child for weigh-in, we are also going to give that child a Ghana card number and a birth certificate number at the same time. I have championed mobile money interoperability, and today we take it for granted. You can move money from your Momo account from one telco to another. You can move it from your Momo account to your bank account. And you can receive money from abroad onto your mobile money account. Before, you had to go to Western Union to line up to get it. But today, it's very simple. We have complete mobile money interoperability between telcos and between banks. And Ghana is the first country in the whole of Africa to have that mobile money interoperability. We take it for granted, but it is very, very important. When we came into office, mobile money transactions were only 78 billion. But after we've implemented this interoperability, it is now 1.9 trillion Ghana cedis every year. That is very high, and that has made Ghana the fastest growing mobile money market in the whole of Africa. It has also helped us to include everybody pretty much in the financial system, because your Momo account today is like a bank account. Most people don't even open bank accounts because they can do everything with their Momo accounts. Most people just use the Momo account, and that is helping everybody. And this is why in the last rankings in Africa last year for financial inclusion, Ghana came #1 in terms of access to financial inclusion in the whole of Africa. #1. And then I championed the introduction of medical drone, the zipline drone services, where drones are dropping medicines, blood, vaccines, and so on. We have set up 6 zipline drone centers in Ghana, and they are delivering medicines to 2,800 health centers and hospitals in the country, an average of about 100 flights a day. And we are saving lives every day. Childbirth, snake bites, all sorts of ailments. The drones are taking medicines to our rural areas. We don't see them in the towns, but in our rural areas, they are helping from Plains, Yagabakupori, Funsi, so many areas that we are taking drones and delivering medicines. And men and women of God, let me tell you that Ghana has taken leadership in medical drone delivery in the world, the whole world. Ghana is the largest medical drone delivery service in the world. Recently, they came to recruit somebody from Ghana to take him to San Francisco to lead a team of drone flight operators from Ghana, because they have the best experience here, from Ghana to San Francisco, that he's now